Holding a mother accountable for out of control criminal behavior by her child. It's something police have been reluctant to do, but it just happened in Utica. A rare arrest, and police did it to prove a point and get other parents to exert more authority over their children.
Once again, it's your boy back again. Yeah, I'm back again with another video reacting to something that I feel that in this instance, it I would say that if this situation keeps occurring, the mother may get tired of it and she might straighten out the child. But video that we're reacting to today is there's a 11-year-old kid that's been out there committing crimes, robberies, burglaries. He even set a fire in a Walmart. And instead of arresting the 11-year-old because he's too young to be convicted, they went and arrested the mother instead. And I mean, there's been several instances where the cops, authorities try to speak to the mother, try to get her to get control of her son. There's been many instances where they would ask her, "Where's her son now?" and she wouldn't know where her son is. So, and I've seen in my lifetime, I've seen mothers that are like that are careless. Whenever you ask them where their kids are, they don't know where their kids are. Their kids are young kids, 9, 10, 11. Sometimes they're 7 years old, outside doing whatever they want, going wherever they want with no supervision. And it's like, how is it that you don't know where your kids are and that they're so young? Knowing that there's a lot of kidnapping going on outside, it's a lot of H trafficking, S trafficking going on. You don't know who can get a hold of your children, and you're not responsible enough to keep your kid in line, and it's a sad thing. But I think that for each crime that he commits since he's under the age of 12 or 13, yeah, I think they should arrest her until she finally gets it in her head that okay, I need to get it together cuz for every time that he gets in trouble, they're going to come and get me. So, I think this is the best solution cuz that will make her get it all together cuz as of right now, her not knowing the whereabouts of her child, unacceptable. That shit is unacceptable. She's unfit. They should take the kid away from her. To be honest, I mean, I wouldn't want it to come to that, but if that's what it has to come to for her to get some understanding and understand that, hey, either I get my shit together and make sure my kid is on point, or they're gonna take him away. I agree. I agree with this. Y'all can hate me if y'all want to. I don't care. I agree, because man, these kids out, these YNs, they wilding out. And it has to come to a stop. I agree with what Trump is doing in Washington D.C. too, and other states that he's trying to apply the National Guards or military coming in, and he's applying that pressure because it seems like governors and all that they don't really care about bringing crimes down like that. They don't. But anyway, man, let's go. I'm rambling a little bit. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Let's react to it. See what's going on. Let's go.
This week, police arrested 36-year-old Nutro Muhammad. Authorities say her 11-year-old son has been involved in at least 4 felonies: robbery, fire at a Walmart, stolen cars, and more. Because of his age, police say they can't charge him criminally. So they've turned their attention to the mother.
That mom is wildin'. From the very first time that he got in trouble like that, she should have been on his ass. He's 11 years old. Starting fires out of Walmart. He's doing things that where it's felony worthy. Like he's what they said, like 4 different times where, and all of them were worthy of a felony, and his mother didn't do anything. You see, hey, I'm fully with these people on this one. You're not taking control of your children. You're not trying to get them straight. He got in trouble very first time he got in trouble. He should have got some straightening. She from what she's displaying, she doesn't care. So hey man, it's only right. So now For every time that he messes up, we're gonna arrest your ass until you tighten up and get him right.
Late today, Utica Police Lieutenant Michael Curley and I talked about some of the specifics of this case, why police and prosecutors took this very rare step, and what they're hoping comes of it. What message do you hope that this sends to folks in Utica and beyond?
So this is a very unique situation, considering the age of the child, the amount of crimes that he's been in, the lack of the ability for the police and the community to really do anything about it, coupled with the fact that Raise the Age has just kind of run amok amongst the juvenile population with this case in particular, and the fact that under 12 cannot be prosecuted in any criminal facility or family court. We felt it.
Wow. So if you're under the age of 12, you can't be convicted of a crime. That's something new. I learned something new today. But hey, since he can't be convicted of a crime, they're gonna continue coming after her until she decides to make a change and she decides to get her son in line. Cause 11 years old to be outside doing what he's doing, come on, man. And I'm not even condoning people committing crimes or whatever, but 11 years old, that's too young. Like, what is it that's, well, I can't even say what is it that's getting you out there because it's probably the older boys that he's hanging with that's getting him into these activities. So, hey, the mom she ain't got a strong hold on him. So the streets is getting a hold on him. So, hey, man, hopefully them arresting her will get her right. Hopefully.
Prudent that we had to do something in this respect.
When you arrested this mother in particular and explained why she was going to be placed under arrest, what was the reaction?
I mean, certainly she was unhappy, as dictated by our press release, and certainly I think everyone can understand that by the charge in of itself, this is not the first contact we've had with this mother. It wasn't that a simple juvenile stole a pack of gum from a local convenience store and we're charging a mother for uncare of a juvenile. This child has been in a multitude of felonies, to include robberies, burglaries, stolen vehicles, and a fire at Walmart. So it's not as if these aren't just true public nuisance crimes as well. So this kid isn't just out stealing things, as we said. He's not throwing rocks through windows. This is a case where a juvenile has created a multitude of major safety issues, and the mom has just been unwilling to try to stem those behaviors.
And you're sure it's unwilling, not unable.
Well, I think there is a very fine line between unwilling and unable. Once you've been notified, informed, and offered services on a multitude of occasions, and you're just not taking advantage of those things, nor attempting in any facility to try to rein in your child's behavior, what are we as the public and we as the police to assist the public supposed to do? Just allow the kid to continue wantonly committing crimes, committing violent crimes, and out there at all hours of the night without supervision? I think it was incumbent upon us just to prove a point that these kind of behaviors will not be allowed, obviously in very certain circumstances. Each and every time we've talked to mom, she either states she doesn't know where he is, or he snuck out, or he's out doing things. And these crimes aren't just occurring at 6 p.m. They're occurring at 1 a.m., at midnight, and later in the morning hours, in which it is.
This is crazy. How is it that this kid is leaving home at midnight, 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and going to do these things? Like, how is it that he feels okay to go outside and do these things? Like, where is the mom? Like, I guarantee you the father's not in the house. For him to feel like it's okay and he can just get up and leave at all hours of the night and do what he's doing, mom's like she's completely irresponsible. Irresponsible. That come on, man. 1 in the morning? Man, if I thought about leaving out, if I when I was 11, 10, 11 years old and I was thinking of trying to leave and sneak out the house at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, oh, there was an ass whooping waiting for me. That belt was waiting for me. Cause boy, my mom she was super strict. She was on top of a lot of things. So thinking that you finna leave the crib at such and such time, at what? Man, by the time it hit 9, 10 at night, time to go to bed. It's a school night, time to go to bed. This kid, 1 in the morning, man, not in my wildest dreams at that age would I even think about leaving the house at that time. Never. I would never see the end of it. And that's what we got to get back to, man, because it's too much Gentle parenting. Gentle parenting is hurting the community. It's too many YNs. The community is oversaturated with YNs. We got to get this together because this shit is embarrassing. It's really starting to get embarrassing.
Their due diligence and their care to make sure their child has proper supervision. And each and every time we've encountered this child and brought him home and spoke to mom, we found that it has been a lack of all care, supervision, and neglect potentially. I mean, obviously, that's a charge that can be explored later down the line, but things that just cannot continue due to one, of the age of the child and the serious nature of his crimes.
Is there any worry that coming down on mom could make the life of the child worse if mom is saddled with court time, fines, whatever, potential jail time, something like that, that things could end up worse for the kid?
Understood. It's a concern. However, I think in this case, it is endangering the welfare of the child. So we are arguing that mom's behavior has created a situation which either allows this child to act in this behavior or has been unable and unwilling to take care to cease this behavior. So I would argue that mom's own behavior has created the situation in this child's life that he is just free and wanton to do what he wants. And we need to stem that behavior somehow. And if this requires mom to get the services, to adhere to the services and comply with services, I think we've helped the child in the long run.
In this case, Utica police say they went for a misdemeanor charge against the mother, hoping to get her attention but not upend the family. The punishment could be probation, court-ordered services. Rarely would it be jail time.
This video, man, I don't know, man, because the cops said they spoke to the mom on numerous occasions and she hasn't made an effort to get the boy back on track. She's not doing anything and she doesn't know what his whereabouts and all this extra shit. I say if she knows who the father is to her child, which I hope she does. If she does, give that kid over to the father. We don't like. I mean, you could give him over to the grandparents, but they depending on their age, man, they ain't got the strength and energy to be taking care of a 11-year-old that's wild, hyper, and come on, man, to take care of a 11-year-old boy, it's a lot. I'm not a parent, but I know because I've seen these kids. They wild. They out here. They still even at that age, they're still curious. So they out there. They wild, full of energy. So I'd say try to get that kid to his dad if it's possible. Cause the mom, man, even in the mugshot, she just looks like I don't give a fuck. Of course, she's gonna be pissed off that they arrested her because she didn't commit the crime. But you're the person. You're the parent and the guardian. So you're supposed to be the one that's overseeing, like, hey, what is his day-to-day activities and when he should be in the house. Like, she's not setting any boundaries. No, there's no rules in the house. It's a free-for-all. He's doing whatever. And this is the kind of things that create YNs. He's 11 now. Now just imagine if this continues on and he's like 14, 15, 16. Man, the amount of adults he's gonna disrespect, the people that might get hit up, cause down the line if not now, down the line he's gonna probably already get a hold of a gun and he's gonna do what he do, and then he may throw his life away, cause there's no structure there. It's none. A kid that's leaving the house I'm still stuck on him. This kid, 11 years old, leaving the house at 2 in the morning, committing crimes at 3 in the morning. Like, and I'm pretty sure, see, like situations like this, it's an older person involved. This older person is having his kid break into houses, taking these things, pulling off robberies, doing all this crazy stuff because this kid is 11. He's not going to get charged. He's not really going to get in trouble. And these are the kind of things I hate. Like, and these are the kind of dudes that's going to call themselves OGs. You ain't no OG. You a fake OG. Because if you was a real OG, you would have sat him down after you found out that he's a badass kid doing certain activities, getting involved in certain things that he was supposed to get involved in. You would have sat him down and you would have got him straight. knowing that he doesn't have a father in the house. And most likely, you being the OG, you probably didn't have a father in the house either. So you probably been in this situation before. You know what it's like. You would get him right. Tell him to go to school. Tell him about how life is if you do this and what comes next. All the consequences that come into play when you do these things. But these fake ass OGs out here, they stringing these kids along, got these kids committing crimes and all that. Man, these OGs is cowards, bro. Sending these kids out to do all this crazy shit because they don't want to do it, because they don't want to do the time, because they knowing if they do it, they're gonna do some time. You over here ruining a kid's life. You ain't putting nothing important into his head. You're not teaching them like the true meaning to life or nothing. Like at least get a kid like some better hobbies. Tell him to respect his mom and stuff, and listen to his moms and stuff. But these OGs, man, I ain't finna call them OGs no more. These dudes is OBs, old bitch ass niggas. That's what they is, OBs. Cause you can't be you can't be that age and seeing a younger kid like that's been through the things that's going through the things that you've already been through, and you've faced some consequences. You know what it's like. Why are you continuing this cycle, and why are you putting it onto a kid that doesn't know no better? I thought we were supposed to be educating people out here, huh? I thought it was supposed to be a community. I thought the community is supposed to be raising children when the parents aren't around. Shit is sad, bro. Dudes out here doing crazy. Cause I know, like I said, bro, I know it's not just him on his own, like thinking this stuff through and going to do this stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, you're gonna have kids that are at that age here and there that probably do this stuff on their own, but it's not a majority. Like the numbers are so low, it's insignificant. That's how I know it's somebody that's older than him, probably like a good 5, 6, maybe 7 years older than him, maybe even in their 20s, showing this kid all of this stuff, having this kid do all these activities, setting up the robberies and burglaries, and yo, shit's not right. And you guys should be ashamed of yourself for taking someone else's child and having them do this stuff. Sad. Anyway, man, y'all go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and I'm out.